All right. Well, welcome to the 8:30 stream. Hey, Rob, Alex, great job. Thank you guys.
Yeah, good job.
Oh man. Well, Brian, before we get this game going, you want to talk about last
Yeah, I think we're both a little winded. Week one of
year?
RFHL is usually pretty rough on the bod. I played in the rookie game last week, hopefully to take off the edge a little bit. I think it helped, but man, it was a good competitive game. Your team was everything I thought it would be, all offense, man.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. I think we were trying to push the offense so hard, and your guys' forecheck just straight. I feel like controlled the pace of that game.
Yeah, I'd say you controlled it the first period, and we had made some adjustments during the first intermission. Said that we got to play up on you on the point, and we're giving them too much time, and there's too much firepower on the outside. And I think as soon as we did that and collapsed on the puck, we seemed to take control of the game a little bit more, and yeah, it kind of came out in our favor. So
Well, it sure did. Well, congratulations on the week one victory there, bud.
I mean, you guys look good. I think I think you're gonna gel throughout the season as we move week to week. So
That's the hopes. That's the hopes. Well, let's get ready to jump on into this week one 8:30 matchup. We've got Storm Surge versus
good luck.
Le Tremblements.
Tremblements.
Did I hit that?
Tremblements.
Les Tremblements.
Les Tremblements. All right, Les Trans is what I'm calling it. Les Trans. What's the matchup look like, Brian? Who we got on this team?
I mean, yeah, we got with Storm Surge, we got John Fost with the number one pick in the league, with Tom Venero, who's a perennial first rounder. So really, essentially, you got two first rounders in this draft. The Russian goalies in the second round pushed a lot of good shooters down to the end of the second round and into the third. So we're still seeing some pretty deep offensive power coming. At the end of that second round. You got Brandon in net, Jesse, Captain Jesse. You got the return Chatterton, Dan Theising, and Ellen wrapping up the back end there. I mean, that team's a pretty strong offensive team with some pretty gritty players on the back end too.
Agreed. Agreed. I mean, just that I've played against and seen that combo of Tom and Jesse together, and that's scary alone. And now throw John in the mix. I'm really excited to see how fast this team moves. But
yeah, I think there's a lot of good puck awareness on that team, a lot of good hockey knowledge. So it's going to be interesting to see how quickly they can gel together, and people kind of get their feet under them going into the season. So,
who they matched up against here?
Well, we got Dan Hoke's team, who's the captain of Les Tremblements. I'm gonna bastardize that every day. You got Mark and Neck, who is often considered one of the best goalies in the league. Going back and forth with Brett. You got Fish and Chips, who's got that wicked outside shot. We're gonna get to see the rookie Sean Petrie. Is it?
Yeah.
Petri dish. I don't know what we got here, but I'm interested and excited to see what he's got. Glenn has been constantly improving every season, so I'm excited to see how he evolves. Shane is gritty and has a good shot as well. And then the one thing I'm excited about, really good outside of this league friend of mine, Dan Gladding, has made his return, and I'm so excited to see Dan. Dan is known. We were joking in the Discord today about the one photo of sending someone through the door, and that was Dan. So it was fun to see that, and his reaction is always the same. He goes, "He had my puck." So I'm hoping he still brings that energy, and that Father Time hasn't caught up with him. So
we're referencing the Father Time. The Father Time. Yeah, 2.0 mentioned that on the draft show and the podcast because it was mainly in reference to you because he was just shocked and you already mentioned how the goalie push kind of pushed some of the first rounders to late second or early third, but he was talking about how ages, not I would say ages ago, but in the early years of this league, you were always up in the higher picks, and now where you got drafted was kind of like a shock to him, and it was just, these younger guys are joining in the league.
You got age factoring in, and not only that, but the talent of this league has drastically increased in the last 10 years. So, with a rookie class of 7 people, I'm just still shocked by that. I can't even think of the last time anything was. I don't even think I had a rookie class of 7 people. So, and not only that, but you got great talent, especially like Jake on your team this year. That's just really good players on the team. So, I'm excited to see how this rookie class pans out here.
Yeah, well, here we go. We finally got the puck drop here. Obviously, Sweet had to go over rules for any of the rookies beginning of the season. So let's see how this plays out. Got a nice shot from Jesse to start it off here.
Yeah, you already got John pressing up, Fost pressing up, and trying to command the offense here.
Pressure's exactly how I would have anticipated it would be.
Yeah, it looks like Storm Surge is controlling the puck, at least in this first minute here. They're really holding the game right now.
I am curious about that. I talked about it on the pod. I'm not too sure. I feel like Dan definitely has a lot to rely on with Mark. It just feels like he didn't build a very strong offensive core.
Sure.
It was more of a well-rounded core. So I'm just curious to see how it's going to match up against such an aggressive team like this.
Tom had a great outside shot and the rebound, and Mark just was able to get a hand on it there.
We got Helen deep.
Yeah. Back to Tom in the corner. And yeah, Foes is commanding up front on the offensive side of things. Ooh.
Yeah, Foes is always gonna find those openings. He's gonna look for somebody. He's gonna move the puck around constantly. Love having him on my team.
No, I have to do the show us your hits. Oh,
was that an Ellen goal? Did that deflect off of Ellen? Oh no, I don't know who actually took the shot from the outside. That might have been Fish and Chips.
So that was Storm Surge there?
No, Storm Surge got scored on.
Oh, Storm Surge got scored on.
Yeah, by Les Mis. That's why they're Les Mis to me.
Les Mis. All right, I think I just... they have not updated the scoreboard, though. I'm assuming.
Oh! Foes with a ripper.
All right.
A quick 1-1 game now. I don't know who's running the scoreboard, but neither one of them's updating it.
Well, I think the stream might have the most updated score at the moment, folks. So
we can't contact them down there, so
Yep.
Unfortunately we can't let them know. But
if you, there we go. Now they've updated it.
There it is.
So, all right, we got Fos with the puck behind his own net. Man, the combination of Fos and Tom is there. That's just going to be so troublesome for teams.
Oh my goodness. That was the setup too. That was the setup they wanted right there, getting Tom wide open in front. Oh, and there's Foes with his usual right behind the net shot. Foes is so dangerous that he can score goal line to goal line every single time.
Yep. And that's always the thing when you're playing against Foes and a team like that. It's not, it's not stopping him; it's limiting him. And you got to really keep him. If you can keep him under 5 goals,
yeah,
I'd say you did solid.
That's definitely tricky. I remember last season I was doing stats one time, and I can't remember who was playing against Foes' team, but I felt like they shut down. They tried their best to shut down Foes, but Foes had 9 goals in that game, and it's like if you can't shut them down, you guys aren't gonna win.
Yeah. Well, we're getting our first look at the rookie Sean here. He's out on the floor. He looks like a bigger guy. I think he has pretty good hockey awareness too. Do you know the gist on him?
I don't have much insight on him at all.
All right, and Brandon.
All I know is he's got a mullet, so I'd be nervous out there. So he's probably got some great hockey IQ. Dan with a great feed, couldn't handle it. Oh, Brandon with a juggler. It's bouncing.
Yeah, we got that. It looks like, ooh, man, and Mark.
Oh, what a save by Mark.
Mark with the diving save there to prevent. It looks like Dan Gladding is kind of falling right back into his old self of being, the defensive grinder.
Getting where he needs to be, putting himself in the way.
Yep. Ooh.
And now all I can think about when I talk about Petrie is I think about Land Before Time. That's all I keep thinking about right now.
Oh, man.
Oh, Ellen, here we go.
Oh, Ellen gets the rookie, and she comes up with a puck. Oh, and Chatterton's getting into the action here, too.
Oh, Ellen with 2 back-to-back great chances.
Mark's bailing him out here on the back end, so.
Off the back wall, Dan putting it out front.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good luck.
All right, we got good communication out there. Even from up top here, where behind the glass, it's tough to hear, but I'm hearing the chatter on the floor between Chatterton and Ellen, and
no pun intended.
Yeah, that wasn't intentional, but I'll take it.
Oh, we got Shane crashing. Oh
man, almost got the feed.
Fish and Chips saw that coming.
He did.
Oh, nice hands by Fish. Oh, with an unintentional trip on the feet there.
Call it on Vising, so.
I think Theising might have gotten away with one there.
I think so too. Yeah, it's interesting too. We got both teams not having their first and second rounders out there, so this is a good reflection of how can these utility players be putting some points on the board while their ones and twos drop. All right, looks like we're getting a little bit of a reset here. Oh,
Fish with the block.
Oh,
getting right around.
Oh, my goodness. Stuff left Foes wide open up front, and Mark was able to get a hand on it.
Those turn and shots by Foes are so scary.
Man, Jesse just had a backhand out to Foes on the point, and Mark got a hand on it, and that was a dangerous opportunity for them.
Seems like Fish and Chips is really getting the best of Foes right now.
It really does. He just put one of his signature outside shots a little bit lower than he normally does. But if he gets fired up on the outside, that's going to be dangerous.
And if he can keep holding down Foes like that, it can be really beneficial for this team right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I will say the pace of this game seems like it seems slow. Like I feel like it's not really grinding and maybe as fast as our game was.
Yeah.
Tom whiffs on the shot on the point.
I don't know what we missed here in the corner. There might have been a trip. Foes looks like he's down. Either he got injured or there was a trip. I'm not too sure.
Well, Foes is over here now, and they're looking at somebody else here. This is literally the one blind spot we have here.
Who could it be over there? I don't know. Tim's over there.
Maybe it was
Did Tim get killed?
We're gonna have to go back on the stream and see that. Well, we're about halfway through the first here, and we got a 2-1 game. So low scoring for some pretty offensive firepower.
There's that deep shot.
From behind the net.
Foes putting that pressure on. There's a trickler by Jesse.
Yeah, rolled right over his pad. All right.
I'm sure Mark wishes he had that one back.
I agree. Well, I mean, it's looking like the team with the offensive firepower is prevailing here at the moment. They're doing a good job of protecting Brandon. I feel like he hasn't faced nearly as many shots as Mark has had to have. It's looking like Le Poisson here is really going to have to, rely on Mark throughout the season at the moment.
Yeah, that was kind of the way I looked at it after the draft, and that's pretty much how this game's playing out. Because Mark's definitely going to get his workload, but I mean, if Dan can get things going, which speaking of, I haven't seen Hawk get back out there. You wonder if something's going on.
That's a great point. I think it's been about maybe 4 or 5 minutes.
I feel like he opened the game, and I don't think I've seen him come back out.
Yeah, in between periods, maybe we'll have to get some intel. Man, we need like a sideline reporter, like a bench reporter here.
If I knew the range on this microphone, you could definitely put one on the stage, one up here, like Razor and the Sabres games.
Maybe that's worth testing out one of these times. See how far the range runs on these. But yeah, Rob got some of these joint mics, so we're hooked up to one phone with 2 mics and no feedback. It's pretty wild. So
it's definitely exciting because I really enjoyed doing the podcast last season when I got asked to do it. Oh, hold on, we got Foes coming down here.
Oh man, and he had Tom on.
He knew what he wanted to do there.
You know what though? Sean came back and cut off the pass there. Really good defensive.
It's
understanding
that peach pterodactyl speed. I'm telling you.
We're gonna have to figure out how he pronounces his name, so we're not giving him nicknames that probably we shouldn't be. But then maybe we should. Who knows? That's.
But yeah, I mean, I was excited about the broadcast when they first started doing it, and then introducing more play-by-play. Big save by Mark there.
Yeah, John just had a shot off the freeze, and Tom was right there to pick it up, and Mark was able to hit the rebound. So, again, keeping his team within 2 right now. I'm going to be really curious what the shots on goal are in this first period.
Yeah, I feel like it's very heavily based on the other end, and
I feel like it's 2-1 or
3-1. Is taking a beating in the shots department.
Absolutely, I think it's at 2-1 or 3-1 right now, when in favor of Storm Surge. All right. Oh, Shane with the no look pass, and he had a wide open side. The problem is nobody was there.
Let's see how much space they give Fish here, and they gave him too much. Oh, he hit his.
And Dan's back out there now, so he took a pretty long sub break, it looked like, or maybe we just didn't keep tabs on him on the floor. But
I feel like that was pretty long.
yeah.
Looks like he might have something wrapped around his arm there.
Well, oh, does he? Yeah, it looks like his elbow, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks maybe an ace bandage down there or something. All right.
Well, now they got the speed and the tenacity from Dan here.
Exactly.
See what they can do for
You know what? To be 4 minutes left in the first, and to be down your one for a good portion of that.
There it is.
Oh, and he just fish and chips will be a dangerous outside shot.
Exactly what we talked about earlier. Is he's going to shoot those deep outside shots, and he finally got one, and look what it did.
Yeah, what I was trying to say there was that you got Dan out a good portion of this period, and the fact that you're you're within 2 goals and now you just made up one. I would say that Lake Croissant, if they can get out of this period down 1, I'd take that as a win any day, especially against a team like John.
Oh, I thought that going the other way for them.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Oh, great pass across the front, and Dan just couldn't get a stick on it.
Guess you're looking for an opening.
Yeah, and Storm Surge is down both of their top line right now. So, and they're out against Purple's top line. So we'll see how they nets that weird. Ooh, Mark with a glove on it. Now, obviously, Purple really needs to get some more shots on goal here. What's your strategy when you shoot against Brandon here?
Shoot high and shoot a lot, in my opinion. I mean, as any goalie could be, trying to go cross crease can definitely work to your advantage. But a lot of times, if you can get a lot of shots on Brandon, he starts to drop a little early. Looks for those high shots.
Ooh.
Or a rebound.
And Dan Gladding gets on the board in his return debut.
Welcome to the RFHL again.
I think we've determined that Father Time has not caught up with Dan Gladding. So that should be 3-3, right?
Yep. We're looking at a 3-3 score now. Again, whoever's down there is just slacking on the score.
Oh.
And I had to say, I feel like the shots have almost reversed ever since we started talking about it.
I think you're right here. And they Ellen was yeah, you know what? I'm gonna give props to Ellen. Her floor awareness over the past few years has really accelerated, and she was right where she needed to be. Just couldn't settle the puck, but she had a wide open net.
Jesse with those curl passes and shots are just absolutely disgusting.
Yeah.
The way he just curls that stick and finds a way to just hook it around is just perfect.
He's literally my only shot. It's the only thing I know how to do.
Oh, you're giving foes too much time here.
Absolutely, and you can't leave foes with a wide open pass to Jesse, all full court there.
Yeah, you're giving him too much time to think about where he's going to put it, who he's going to pass to, or even take a shot at.
Boy, Brandon not aware where the puck is, and it was almost a wide open net on the right hand side.
Oh, here comes Ellen. She's gonna look for. Oh, she knew what she wanted to do. She was looking right for Jesse and coming down there.
But I'll tell you, this green team right here is constantly they need to be. Ooh.
It's exactly what I thought coming right there.
And that's exactly what you don't want. You can't give Fos that much room on the outside. He will make you pay.
That's like Matthews leaving McDavid open in the slot all day.
I mean, again, we're under a minute here, and this is a 1-point game. If I had to call this, I didn't think this was going to go this way. I thought this would be a bigger lead. So, props to the French Revolution here. I'm just going to give them a different name every time. I mean, there was jokes that they're this year's Chili Chompers, which was my team, and I love the mutilation of that name, and I'm looking forward to the mutilation of this one.
Oh, foes of the Ripper.
Especially at the end of this period, he's going to take those shots every time. Yeah. You can get a quickie, in the end of this period.
Ellen put the pressure on Shane down there in the corner.
Yep, and we got
for Tom.
Oh, Tom back out there too, yeah.
Tom back to foes.
Good stick on him from Shane.
Shane showing that grindiness right now. Pushing hard in the final 15 seconds here. Uh-oh. There you go, Glenn.
Ooh,
Right.
with the save here. Covers up.
Quick shots. That's going to probably end the period here.
Yeah.
I hope Fisher going to rip it. He is. Doesn't count.
No. Goes in, but just a smidge too late.
Well, that was a pretty close first period there. A lot closer than we both anticipated. I think we both saw this game going one way, and it's very balanced. Very balanced.
Absolutely. So, no, good first period. Credit to both teams. They played well. I'd say both teams seem to have good chemistry. I'd say Storm Surge a little bit more than I'm going to try it. Oh, dang it. I can't.
I got to look at it.
I got to look at it.
Let's see the name of it here. We got to say. We got Les Tremblements.
Les Tremblements.
Yeah, you get the Les Tremblements.
Yeah.
Just that's all you got to say. What do you think they got to do to try and control the game this period? Moving forward.
I think Brandon is generally a easier person to score on than Mark, and Brandon can definitely have his games where he plays lights out of his mind. You just need to get shots on goal. They're really not getting shots. I think Storm Surge is clogging the lanes and really just controlling the pace of the game here. They've had better puck presence and passes throughout the zone. So I don't know. I think we thought that would happen. They got to play up on Fos. Can't give them those outside shots. And yeah, I think I'm not gonna read too much into it. When you have Dan out that much in that first period, that's a huge knock. And the fact that they're down one right now, I mean, I'd say it's pretty even at the moment.
Agreed. Yeah, and I mean, coming from Storm Surge side, I just feel like if they just keep the same forecheck pressure that they've been pulling this whole game, what you said about their chemistry, I think it's one thing that usually teams take at least a week or two to get that gel. And I've seen Tom with a blind pass to Allen, or Jesse with a blind pass to Allen, Tom connecting with Fos constantly. They're finding good ways to get to each other, and then just the communication, as you can tell, we can hear it all the way up here. They're communicating really well, so it's going to be dangerous. This Storm Surge is actually a team that I predicted during the draft to make the finals. So I mean, if they're gelling after week one, I can't even imagine what they're going to look like after week 5.
Yeah, and I'd say too, generally, week one's usually a pretty sloppy week. I'd say this is the least sloppy week I've seen of a week one in quite many seasons. The other thing too is I'm curious on your thoughts on this. I thought the puck was pretty bouncy today.
Very bouncy.
And it was all over. It was tough to get it to settle. There was a lot of catches out of air with your hand and hopefully drop it down and
almost snuck one on Mark there.
Yeah, a lot of action right in front of Mark.
Yeah, I mean, it felt like a very dribbly ball today, or puck.
Yeah.
It almost felt like we were playing with a ball. Just the way it was moving around, it was just, it would hit and just bounce, hit and bounce, hit and bounce. So.
Yeah, it really was. So the other controversy there, I obviously didn't hear the commentary during our game, but I caught part of the commentary during the 6:30, and there's some talks about the tape and drawing out the crease. Did you notice anything with it? There's some talks that could interfere with a breakaway. I didn't really notice it during the game.
Really?
I was kind of hoping for a tape gate is what I was calling it. So but so far so good. It seems to be holding up, and
I didn't see any issues with it while being out there, to be honest. Oh, again, right there. That's the chemistry we were talking about. Like, just the touch and goes, and this is week 1. I think these guys got together. Oh,
wide open.
That was your opportunity.
That was it. Absolutely.
Oh, keeping the puck alive.
And there he goes. Brandon couldn't just there. We're talking about a bouncy puck right there that said happened in front of Brandon. The puck bounces around. He can't get control of it, and Dan does what Dan does, and he's gritty and just his motor never stops.
So he never stops.
Yeah. So he just cuts across the net and puts it in. And now we're back to a tie game.
Nice glove there by Brandon. Tom trying to keep it alive behind the net. Oh, it's at his feet.
Yeah, I think he. Ooh.
Fish is launching them.
Yeah, Fish is launching them into the net and back on the back side of Brandon's net, and we got a freeze or stoppage.
Wait for the whistle.
We've had a little bit of that this this first week.
Everyone's getting back in the groove of referees. Didn't have referees for the Winter Classic.
I gave Jake the rookie a hard time during your game because he ran right out of the zone and told him don't try pulling that off next. So. Oh man, and here's Fos. You know, Fos is turning the motor on.
Oh my gosh, that was a blind backhand pass, almost directly tape to tape with Tom.
Right at the 3-point line to Tom, and he just couldn't settle it.
Nice shot, nice save. Oh, good pressure by Shane there to cause some havoc.
Yeah.
Up. And it's out.
Off the ceiling into the glove of Mark. It looks like Fos has turned up the motor a little bit in the last minute or two. I'm curious if he is realizing they thought they might be up, and so he's got to kind of step it up here a little bit.
I mean, just from playing with Fos, I call this the Fos energy. This is when you realize you're not winning the game. Whenever we were either behind or in a tie game situation, I'd always see Fos just put on this gear where he just doesn't slow down. Oh, trying to get a whack in there.
Yeah, great shot on great shot from Jesse on the outside, and they've just put 2 on Mark right there. Yeah, I'd say Fos isn't. Oh my gosh. Feet across, just couldn't settle it again. So, but these are the type of things that, man, that come week 8, they're gonna connect on that.
Exactly.
So
they're gonna be dangerous, especially since they're gelling. Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Beautiful play.
Literally the same play that happened 30 seconds ago. They come back around and they finally connect. So,
and that's the energy you need to score on Mark too. Mark's not the kind of goalie you can just start shooting and shooting and shooting. You got to get him moving. You got to make passes.
Yep.
And that's exactly what they did. They got Jesse over there for a perfect 1-2.
What I was trying to say before all that action happened was, Fos isn't used to playing from behind or even tied. He's used to playing with a lead. And so when that isn't the case, you're often seeing his motor step up a bit to try to regain control and to get them backpedaling.
And pressure on Ellen in the corner.
Yep, we're back to Storm Surge having their second line out there, and against Dan.
It's a battle at Gates Trilay wreck out there right now.
Nice. Dan with a good feed to Glenn out in front, but pretty congested up in front of the net.
Chatterson doesn't have nobody to look for it there. Feature with a nice wall pass to Dan back.
He just didn't follow the cut, and he just stopped.
Dan, nice shot.
Did that go 5-hole on Brandon?
Yeah, looked like it.
I don't think that
just never left the ground.
I never did. No. And those are the ones that I've never played goalie in this league, but those are the ones that you kick yourself on.
They're the worst. They kill you because you think to yourself, I don't need to drop for this, but then they just somehow sneak underneath you, and it really frustrates you.
But I'd argue too that in this league, you're always going to have at least 1 or 2 of those a game.
Yeah.
That you're going to want back. If you accept it early on that, hey, this was the one.
Yeah, it's definitely going to happen to you. You just got to find ways to move forward, keep your head up, because there's lots of scoring in this league. You can't dwell on the goals in this league. Glenn battle in the corner here with Dan going around the net.
I say for his first game, Sean looks like he's good. He has good awareness out there. He's really moving. I haven't really seen him stop. He's constantly trying to find the lane. He's, even right now, he's trying to set himself up on the other side of the half to feed from Dan over. They just never got control of it there, but you can see what they're planning.
I think the toughest thing for rookies in this league, especially here, is adjusting to the speed in the gym. You hear floor hockey and you have a different anticipation of the speed of floor hockey.
Yeah.
And when you play in a league like this, in a gym like this, it goes so fast. You don't get 3 or 4 seconds to breathe the puck. It's 1 or 2 seconds. And it's just, you got to make quick decisions and keep moving. Otherwise, stuff like that's going to happen. Petrie almost got it again.
Had a good save on Glenn there. Rebound goes out to Sean, and Sean put a great shot on.
The rookie is itching for his first one.
He really is.
I think he's getting it tonight.
I'd say Les Tremblements has to watch out here. They got the line of Fos and Tom back out there. It's been interesting. They haven't been out there a ton.
Oh,
there we go.
There's the rookie.
Oh, and so Sean just gets his first goal there. We're gonna have to get PR to post that one up, and we're gonna have to get PR to post that in the clips on the Discord for his first goal as well.
Congratulations, Petrie. Welcome to RFHL.
And the French Connection here, they take the lead.
Oh, there's that bouncing puck. Mark is all over it.
Now we were talking about the shot differential in the first period. This is very heavy. I'd say this is very heavily in the favor of Purple right now. I feel like Brandon's been facing significantly more shots in this period than he did the first.
And I feel like Tremblements is just controlling pressure, controlling forecheck, grinding it out a little bit. Not even completely shutting down foes, but just doing a good job of covering the areas around him and the passes around him. And even now, like there was a great shot, but Shane is right there to and play right in front of. Oh my goodness!
He's tried to knock it out of midair and almost pulled it off, and that got his own.
Tom, what a chance!
And he puts it. Oh my goodness!
Hey there, Shane.
That's the grinding plays from Shane that you always have to be worried about. He's always a threat to score, and man, he will just make you pay if you just don't put a stick on him.
Exactly.
And now, Le Ratatouille goes up by 2. Here.
Oh my god! That's a good one. No, we're talking about what I said is the one thing about Dan's team is they're not directly in one direction. And there's Fos. What Fos does?
Knew this was coming. You knew this is exactly what he's gonna just put one in, get control. You're not gonna taste the victory of that 2-goal lead for very long against Fos.
Well, so what I want to say there is I made a comment earlier about Dan's team not being super strong offensively or super strong defensively, but more or less just being well-rounded with a fantastic goalie. And the well-roundedness, I feel like, is showing off because, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe everyone on the team's gotten a goal so far. I could be wrong here. I know Shane, Hawk, Fish and Chips, Petrie.
Has Glenn got one in yet?
Glenn is the only one that has not gotten one. Because Dan also
got one again. 5-hole there on Brandon.
They're putting that pressure on, and they're putting that forecheck, and they are controlling. That grind is going to wear down this team if they can't do nothing about it. But yeah, if Glenn gets a goal out there, I'm pretty sure everyone on this team has gotten a goal. And again, that's what I'm saying. They're just a well-rounded team. They don't have to have a foes. They don't have to have a specifically strong offensive core. They just have to have a good team core. And if that keeps working for them, then it's going to work out this game.
What I love about this league is there's so many ways to put a good team together. And you see different strategies that go forth and in the draft, and you got teams that put forth a huge amount of offensive firepower. Ooh,
Glenn again.
I looked like Fish and Chips got a stick around Fos's feet, but he didn't sell it. So that was the opportunity.
Oh, you got to shoot faster there, Glenn.
Oh, he just waited one. Oh,
that hurt. That hurt. Guy heard that boom all the way up here.
Oh man, back at that one shot there, Glenn just settled it down. He had a wide open, perfect feed from Dan. Oh, it was beautiful. Just couldn't put it in.
Especially the outside shot.
We talked about that from the goalie standpoint, that you're always going to have a few goals a game that you're just like, oh, that was junk. How did I let that in? The same goes for shooters.
Yep.
You're always going to have that one where you have the wide open net, and I did it today against Tim. I banked it off his pad on a wide open net. We were on the bench joking. Like, I think all of us had a wide open net at one point where we whiffed or missed. And as a shooter, you just got to shake that off and say, you know what? I'll get the next one. So
exactly. Well, the second period is obviously playing out a lot different than I would have expected.
Absolutely.
But it's exciting. It's definitely it's good to see this. That's the best part. Honestly, the best part about this league is trying to see how teams look on paper, having an idea of what we think the games are going to look like, and then seeing how they actually play out.
Yep.
And now with the podcast, I think it's going to be interesting, kind of talking about these games week to week, either throwing our predictions or going over the review of each week and seeing how they actually play is going to be it's really interesting. We talked about these games on Monday, and I feel like almost everybody was leaning towards Storm Surge kind of running this game.
Oh, sure.
And right now, it's not going that way. Dan again putting pressure. It's still loose. Brandon, it's still loose.
Oh, yeah.
But now watch out, foes behind this goal line.
I'd say the difference in this period is Dan. Dan has taken
Yes.
control. He's got his eye energy. And
There it is.
Oh,
Tom with the rebound.
yep. Chatterton settled the puck down. I think it banked off a mark, and he fed it out to Tom. And we're back to a 1-goal game here.
Down to 2 minutes.
We got Sean the rookie back out there, feeding it to Shane and across.
Great feet.
Just too many feet in there.
Brandon getting a cover on there.
Yeah.
Chatterton looking for a rebound possibly.
Oh, Dan fluffs the puck there, and Shane's got it in the corner.
Oh, still loose.
Man, if Shane keeps this up, I think he is going to get another goal here. He's not cherry picking, but he's setting himself up to get those rebounds. I think Purple's realizing that Brandon's giving up a good amount in front of the net, and they got to post someone up to try to capitalize on that. And we got 1 minute left in the second period here.
Uh-oh. Almost a nice dirty goal there.
Gladding tries to get him with the backhand, but Brandon gets a stick on it. Jesse's slowing down the game for this last bit.
Oh, bodied out.
What was
They're calling a penalty on that?
What was that?
I think they're calling a penalty on Dan for bodying him out there. Yeah, they're gonna give Dan a penalty for that.
Well, color me surprised. Dan Gladding getting a penalty in his first game back to the RFHL. He gets a goal. He gets a penalty on it. I'm not surprised one bit.
We got a Gordie Howe Hatcher coming up here for him. I'm pretty positive that he got the penalty there for just throwing the body there.
Gotcha.
Because Jesse was kind of going around him, and he just kind of, instead of letting him play the puck, he led with the shoulder right into the wall. I'll see what the Storm Surge does with this power play.
Yeah, that's a dangerous team right now. They have a power play with 34 seconds left. I mean, the only saving grace is you're not really getting a full true penalty minute here. But honestly, I don't think this team needs it.
You got Foes and Jesse on against Fish and Chips and Rookie here.
And Tom. You got Tom out there. You got the top 3 shooters out there. Oh man, but this clock, they're eating the clock in the corner here.
Line comes out. Got 11 seconds. So it looks like they're going to have about 17 more seconds left, I believe, going into the third period.
I'll tell you, if I'm Les Tremblements, I'm pretty happy with how the end of that period went. They regained the lead. Dan dominated on the offensive side, and you kill the end of the period with a penalty against 3 really good offensive threats. So
yeah,
I'm going in happy there.
I think everything we talked about that the French team needed to fix. I think.
Wait, who's the French team?
I think they did exactly what we talked about, and it paid dividends. And I mean, almost every player's got to go on that team. They're wearing them down. They're slowing Foes down, and it's paying off right now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's gonna be a strong third period. They gotta watch Foes because, like I said, Foes is down by a goal or tied. He puts this weird gear on and he just turns into like a whole nother Foes. So you got to watch in this period because he's gonna come out there. He's gonna take longer shifts and harder shifts.
Yeah, he's gonna. The John Foss beast mode is coming out right now, and he's got the energy to go for 15 minutes straight. So Honestly, if I were a betting man, I think Storm Surge is going to regain it in this period, just based off of the John Fost takeover. But kudos to Les Tremblements.
That was really good.
Oh, was it?
In my opinion, I don't know how to pronounce it, but I want to say that was really good.
Hey, we got Shane Ryan up here in the upper box right now. So hey, you've been watching. How much of this game have you seen so far?
Seen enough. Brought a little bit at the beginning. Talked to a few guys on the side. Got a little sideline reporting going on. But no, it's been a pretty good back and forth game so far, and it's been really nice to see that Tremblements really just turned it on last period, and
That was pretty solid.
I fake it.
So what was the mood down there? Were you near the benches? Did you get any rumblings off the bench? Give us your best, Tracy Wolfson.
No, I mean it was as far as it was off the bench. I mean the Storm Surge is kind of calm, cool, collected right now. Like they're not sweating it right now, and so obviously you're talking about Foes just being ready to rock for 15 minutes. You can see it coming. He's just nothing phases him, so he's not sweating this right now. So it'd be really interesting to see if they turn it up.
It's going to be interesting that the last time I played, well, the only time I played with Foes was on Show Us Your Hits, and we lost week 1. And then we didn't lose a single game the rest of the season. So that's the John Post, look and feel when it comes to being on his team.
Oh, about 5 seconds, I think, left on the penalty. And good kill by the late Tremblements.
I don't think that was a very good one.
So that was not good. I looked in the mirror all week and said, Les Tremblements. Les Tremblements. Les Tremblements. And it's like, I don't know what I'm saying, man. I almost messaged Peter and said, I don't know if I can do this.
Oh,
here it is.
There it is. John cuts right across, gets the feed right at mid court, and almost puts a backhand in. Storm Surge is going out there with a pretty heavy offensive line with Tom too. Oh, and Tom almost gets a rebound.
Oh, there it is. Oh, Ellen. There it is. Nice setup for Foes.
Foes had a great one, went off the stage net, trickled down, and Ellen put one right on net, and it just didn't go in. She had a great opportunity though.
Great possession there, Ellen, holding on to it.
Really good settling the puck down.
Ooh, Shane almost had a sneaky one there. Tom with a rip. Oh boy.
Well, in the first minute and a half here, I feel like Storm Surge has already had about 8 shots on net. So you know exactly what their strategy is. Control the puck and just dominate and put them on net.
Yeah, the Tremblements was just a little exhausted from that penalty kill, but I feel like now they've got to try and take possession here. They got to get back to that grindy second period. Glenn's out there right now. I think Dan must be getting some fresh air.
Oh, Foes almost got one of his trademark wraparounds.
And here comes Fish.
Oh,
Ellen with a nice play.
Great defense by Ellen.
Oh,
Putting a stick on Fish and Chips. And
Foe said, "You're not covering that, Mark." No one knows where the puck is. Allen's got it. She's got Glenn up high.
There was someone.
Glenn, here we go.
Glenn!
Now the whole team has scored a goal.
Oh,
What a goal by Glenn.
that was beautiful.
What a goal. Just the fact that he was all over Dan, took that turnover, and just made it his own.
He had about, I'd say, 20 feet of open floor to settle the puck and just put one in.
Fantastic job there, Dan.
Honestly, the best shot of the game, in my opinion. That was beautiful.
And now it's come full circle. Everything I mentioned earlier, a well-rounded team. They've all scored a goal tonight. That's what you need. You just need, if everyone can score goals, you can score at least. One thing I've also learned in this league, if you can score at least 10 goals in a game, you got a good chance to win.
Yep.
And they're 1 goal away from 10. What happened? Mark might have taken a weird one there.
Yeah, maybe. He's kind of giving a little head shake. Looks like he's giving the I'm okay. That's the other thing in this league. You just never, it's rare that you make it out a week unscathed without a bruise or something. That's always the running joke is, oh, that one's going to look good tomorrow morning.
I won't lie, I didn't get one tonight.
I didn't either, which is usually a sign that I didn't play good enough defense. So
I mean, I don't know. I took a few to the shins tonight, but yeah, I'm feeling pretty lucky. I didn't get any of the weird spots. Oh, there goes Hook with the signature turn and shoot.
Yep.
They've hit that 10-goal mark. This is not looking good for Storm Surge.
That's always a dangerous shot in the league because I just feel like the floor's small enough where a goalie isn't prepared for that quick turnaround. You think they're going to be a pass, and you can just do that quick whip around shot and put one on net, and they're just not expecting it.
Good pass by Dan to Shane there. And this French grind is starting to come out. Shane with on the back of the net. Shane wanted it.
He did. He gave that fist pump like he thought he had it, and I think he realized it was on the back of the net, not in the net.
Almost there.
Yeah, that would have been his third. Hey, he's got 2 so far, right? Or just 1?
I think he's got 1.
Okay.
It was a beaut, though.
Yeah, Storm Surge has to settle this back down and get back to getting the shots on goal.
Yeah, I mean, it is RFHL. The 3 goals don't mean anything.
It's true.
A 3-goal lead in RFHL is a 1-goal lead in the NHL. Anything can happen right now, but it's just right now the way the game is being played by Les Tremblements. And again, right there, the grindiness, getting and blocking shots.
Yeah.
Chatterton's frustrated. Can't get the puck out. I've been hearing a couple groans down from there. So they're getting frustrated.
Yeah, I mean, and Chatterton's had a few seasons off, so I'm sure he's kind of settling back in and trying to get his head back into it. But I'll tell you, Sean seems to have really good presence down there. He's kind of commanding things from the point when he's been out there. And to me, the grinder of the game has been Shane. He has just been all over. He's been blocking shots. He puts really good shots on net. He follows through. He doesn't give up on the puck. I'd give him a gold star for the game.
There it is. Here it is again. There it is. What a play. Wow.
That was, man. My goodness.
Every time we talk about him, he just starts to just do beautiful things.
I know. It's like
what? Great play there, Shane. Channeling your inner Makar there.
All right, and we got the first line back out there for Storm Surge. They're realizing,
my gosh, that was a post and a half.
They're down 4 goals right now, and this is a team that is expecting to lead and play from ahead, and right now that is not what's happening.
Great play. Shane's just doing exactly what he needs to do.
Yeah, just
stay right on him, get in his face. Don't let him get that easy shot or pass.
Yep. Folks was trying to do that turnaround and get a rip one off, and Shane just had a stick on him, forced him into a bad pass. And if they can keep doing this, the problem is Foss is going to start playing longer shifts at this point. He's going to feel like he has to stay out there to get the points on. And he doesn't get tired very much, but if you can do that.
I see Foes maybe taking a shift change here in about maybe 30 to 40 seconds, and then he'll stay off for a quick one and then come back out and finish the game. Oh,
I think that's a pretty good assessment there. Ooh.
He's trying to tuck it. He's not getting it.
Nope.
Mark's holding that post right well.
Yeah, and Fish and Chips played well on the other side to not give him the option to go left.
Oh, in between his legs. Nice hold there, Mark.
Yeah, Foss almost had the wraparound 5-hole, but Mark was able to get a glove behind his legs and kind of cover it up. So, great feed from Glenn to Dan in front, and I think Ellen got a stick on it.
Glenn is just punishing them out there tonight.
Glenn's a grinder. I played with Glenn maybe 2 seasons ago, and he was a pleasure to play with. That sounded really awkward and bad. Okay, can we scrub that on the recording?
Oh man,
I was waiting for one of those to drop. Okay, he was great to have on my team. That was better. Okay.
I can't.
Week 1.
I gotta come back. I gotta get back in it now.
Week 1, I'm gonna get fired.
Well, it's been a pleasure, Brian.
Well, yeah, it was a good run.
We'll see you next season.
Yep, got to talk to HR right after this game, and
I save Mark. And Mark's doing what Mark does. He's controlling the game right now, and it's going to continue to control the pace.
Ooh, Fish has to watch that.
That was high.
That was a very high follow through, and Ellen was pretty close by. I'm actually surprised that wasn't called. That was pretty close. All right.
And nice battle on the back of the net here. Foes coming out victorious, but can't get a shot through.
Yeah.
Fish with one.
That's a great strategy, but also dangerous too. If you got 2-on-1 at foes, all you need is the puck to squeeze out, and Tom's out there, could easily have the opportunity to put one on.
6 minutes, 4 goals. What does Storm Surge got to do right now?
I'm not sure, man. Tremblements is just playing such a well-rounded game, and now it's a 5-goal lead. I mean, they're playing perfect defense against this offensive, this team. At the beginning of the third, I said I thought Storm Surge was going to come back. I thought John was going to dominate and just take over, and the exact opposite has happened. So I don't know what the heck I'm talking about.
I mean, the grinders are grinding is exactly what it is. I mean, Glenn and Shane are pulling their weight, and it's slowing down foes. It's slowing down Tom and Jesse, and that's allowing Fish and Chips to get open. It's allowing Hook to get open. And the thing is that we talked about before, it's not just Hook and Fish and Chips getting all the goals either. I mean, everyone's got a goal tonight.
Yeah,
everyone's pulling their weight.
And I thought Gladding would have a little bit of rust on him. Sorry, Dan, when you hear this back, but that really hasn't been the case. He's he's
got it.
Marks on his back, but he's got the puck covered. Yeah, I thought Dan would have a little bit of rust on him, and that really hasn't shown. He's had good presence of where he needs to be on the floor, and he's been the perfect role player that he needs to be for this team. So
exactly. 5 minutes left. I don't know. We just got to see Storm Surge put something on here, some sort of pressure, some sort of the same kind of grindiness that we're getting right now from the Tremblements, and we're not getting it.
Yeah, absolutely. We got a 12-7 game right now.
And honestly, I don't want to take anything from Brandon. Brandon has taken some heat in the last 2 periods, and I feel like he's coped with it well.
Yeah, absolutely. Honestly, Storm Surge hasn't played great. Dan's really set the pace of. I'd say Dan and Shane have set the pace of this game when it comes to on the offensive side, and Storm Surge just hasn't had an answer for it.
I gotta agree with you there. I mean, they just got to find a way, slow things down, and they're not doing it. Now we got Shane matched up with foes again.
That's been a great defensive matchup against them, and if you put that on paper, you'd say, "Oh, Foes is going to win that." And to be honest, he's winning that battle today.
Yep, he just essentially blocked another shot just now. I might have been wrong with that line change because I don't know if I saw Foes ever come off yet. He might just be finishing the game himself, or he's gonna get to a point where he realizes the game's out of reach.
Yeah,
and then he'll let it sit.
Starters and live to see another game. You burn the tape. Shane Ryan over here saying, "Burn the tape." You know what though? That's how Show Us Your Hits was. We burned the tape on week 1, and that worked out.
Ooh. Oh, like right there. That's not a Foes moment. A beautiful setup from Jesse. Missing another wraparound.
It kind of has been a tale of the first period versus the second 2 periods. There were so many good connections between Jesse and Fos and Tom and
they just left Glenn.
Oh man, yeah, bad line change by Storm Surge. They left Glenn wide open, and Ellen put a puck on it or stick on it.
Yeah, all that chemistry and that gel just seems to kind of dissipated this period. I feel like they're playing with desperation versus the game that they opened with.
Yeah, and
fighting them.
Honestly, I mean, a lot can happen in RFHL, but you got 2 minutes 20 seconds left for 5 goals. That's a little steep in this league,
especially against Mark.
Yeah, against Mark. If it was different goaltender, possibly, but I don't think Mark's going to give that up in the last 2 minutes here. Yeah, Tom with a great outside shot there, through a lot of traffic. But man, it's just honestly I think they know. I think they've hit the point where they know.
Yep. Oh,
I-
nice save.
I think in the last 45 seconds of clock, they've realized that that's not going to happen.
At this point, it's pad your stats, try your best.
Yeah,
I mean, can't give up, but the way this team is just worn down Storm Surge
Yep.
is just it's honestly impressive, and I think it's a good message through the league. Like, I feel like going into this week, a lot of people were, I think Fukushima was a big talk through everybody.
Yep.
This team's going to be exhausting. This team's going to wear everybody down. And granted, they did win the first game, but I believe that they were penalty free, or that only held one penalty in the game. They were penalty free. Yeah,
got the sign that
penalty free, which was the joke. They were supposed to. Everyone anticipated they were going to lead in penalties. They were going to be aggressive, and I mean, they actually. I think the other team had penalties. And then on top of that, they just came out and won. But I think
that's a tough one to read though, because you were down Brad in that game.
Yeah.
You were down the rookie. So I don't think we got a really good look at Blue in that game.
Exactly, and I feel like of any team to be sending a message right now, it's definitely Le Croissant. Just because I feel like they're sending the message right now that they're not a team to be undermined.
Yeah.
They're not underrated. They're a very well team. Did Rookie just burn another one?
Yeah, and I couldn't tell from this angle. It looked like it might have even been a backhand, but
It's that mullet. I'm telling you, mullet energy.
Yeah.
Burying the pucks. I think they're gonna potentially call this at this point.
Yeah, well,
10 seconds.
Zutalor, we got a 13-7 win for Les Tremblements.
It's flamboyance.
All right.
Wow. I mean, last minute thoughts.
Very different from what I thought it was going to be. I'm pretty surprised by the French team here. But man, they're gonna be tough. They're grinders, pretty well rounded, and I'm excited to see how it keeps panning out as the season goes. That's I think Storm Surge has a lot that they got to talk about in this week, coming into week 2.
Exactly. Well, Brian, it was a pleasure.
It was a pleasure.
Thanks
you.
for playing against me tonight and whipping my ass, and then thank you for doing the stream with me tonight.
Yeah, thanks for letting me do my first and probably my last stream after those comments. It was good. I really enjoyed it. This has been fun to do and kind of go do the banter back and forth. We'll see if we'll see if they allow me back.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll definitely have you back on here for sure. I appreciate it. Well, I think we're gonna hop off for a minute. Get ready for this 9:30 game.
Who's doing color commentary with you?
Shane.
Oh, Shane. So you snuck up here. All right, awesome. Well, it's been fun. Good luck on the next game, and see you next week.